Hey, if you've lived in Wichita long enough, you probably know of a few hidden gems around town. And maybe you're aware of a bit of our city's history that isn't well known. I want to bring in KSN's Jason Lamb now in studio. And Jason, you met with a local author who is digging into Wichita's history and its secrets.
Yeah, she definitely is. Her name's Vanessa Whiteside. Her motto is stay curious. She's written a pair of books about Wichita. The latest features Wichita's offbeat locations and tucked away treasures. Many you may already know about, and some you don't. The author, signing copies of her new book inside Watermark Books and Cafe, grew up in Wichita, graduated from Southeast High, and loves researching her hometown.
So this book here, 100 Things to Do in Wichita Before You Die, is my first book. Came out about this time last year. It's a compilation of things you can do in the city. Some people treat it as a checklist or a scavenger hunt that they create themselves. And there's some hidden gems in there as well. And then the second book is Secret Wichita, a guide to the weird, wonderful, and obscure.
Let me know what you think of it.
All right.
Okay, thanks.
You know, it's interesting how much you can learn about the place where you live if you look closer. That's what Whiteside did in Secret Wichita.
So this one's really fun because it's very different than the first book in that I got to go write more for it. I took all the color photography for it. And since it's a guide to the weird, wonderful, and obscure, it's not things that you would expect to maybe find in Wichita. And if you've passed by them, maybe you didn't realize what the story was with it.
Places like the Tunnel of Trees in Chisholm Trail Park on the Cottonwood Trail. The nearly 100-year-old Art Deco tower at Wichita North High School, with the Latin phrase ad astra per aspera inscribed above the front doors. The city's first house, the Munger House, built in 1868, and more.
Oh, did you know that there's a bookcase inside of a bar here in Wichita, and if you open the bookcase, it leads to a speakeasy? Some people may not know about that. Why do we have a robot that's a piece of art buried on the campus of Wichita State University? What is the history behind some of the oldest buildings or the founders of our city?
There's lots of fun places too, like Wichita's Rainbow Row of houses. Chrome creations like the bowl made of old car bumpers on the eastern edge of the Delano district. And Delano itself wants a stop on the Chisholm Trail where rowdy cowboys partied with saloon girls.
Some people may not realize that we have great collections of things in this city. So for example, there's the House of Tanks. This is a museum in North Wichita that a gentleman created out of his own personal collection of military tanks. Who knew? But you can go visit it and get to know a little bit about that history.
The Union Station railway platform sign was another fun find.
I love Wichita, and this book for me was an opportunity to inspire others to feel the same way as I do about the city, and I'm just taking a lot of pride in the city, and this is how I'm showing it.
Now there's so much more I couldn't get to while I was doing this, from artwork to historic buildings to a vegetable garden on top of a downtown garage. And Jeff, you'd be interested to know there's an extensive collection of sewing machines here in town.
Well, that is so interesting.
Yeah, it's not far from here. It's just a half mile up Waco.
Okay, I might have to visit. Lamb, thank you. That was interesting. Good story.